Brains, I made a big decision recently. I decided to try doing something that I've never tried before, something that might help me level up as a person and as an ADHD expert. That might be a way to help a lot more people, and I'm scared. I don't know how it's gonna go, but either way, I'm gonna need your help. So I've been doing this channel for a decade now, and when I started out, I knew nothing about ADHD. Everything that I learned, I put on this channel. I put in my book. I have a book now. After a decade, I think it's safe to say I'm an ADHD expert. I know a lot about ADHD, and because I have this channel, How to ADHD, I also get a lot of people coming to me with a lot of insights and information and research and resources and tools. And I feel like at this point, I have so much knowledge, right? I have so much that I understand about ADHD on a really deep level. I'm finally ready to try something that I never would have imagined I would ever try, which is to work with people directly to see if I can help them with an ADHD specific challenge that they're facing. Because when I started, every video was really about a challenge that I was facing, and learning about why I was dealing with that challenge, and more importantly, what could I do about it? What were maybe some strategies that could help? And I would filter, the research through my personal experience. I would listen to what you as the community were struggling with too, but it was really still about what am I struggling with that I can help myself with, and then make these videos public in case it's helpful for anybody else. And now what I want to try is to potentially do what I did for myself and for this community for another individual and this community. So instead of talking about what I'm personally struggling with and what strategies might help for the benefit of the community, I want to talk about what somebody else is struggling with and why that struggle is happening, and maybe some tools that can help, some strategies that can help, and then make that video public in case it's helpful for anybody else. So what does that look like? What I'm going to try is to talk to somebody one-on-one and just talk to them about what they're going through, and then disclose my own personal experience with that, talk about what the research says, what's going on with their brain, why they might be struggling with this thing, validate it as completely normal to be struggling with this when you have ADHD, because most of the time it's completely normal, right? And an individual might not know that. Just like really common ADHD struggles that I know are common, but maybe they don't, right? So I want to sit down and talk with people one-on-one about what it is that they're dealing with, why it is such a struggle for them, and then maybe some strategies that can help. And I want to do that in a way that also allows me to put that video on the channel potentially, so that it can be helpful in educating other people who might benefit from that as well. Because I know it's been really powerful for me to do that, right? Like I've heard that when I'm making my own struggles public and letting people in on that, that's helped a lot of people. And so I think this is a really cool opportunity to help somebody directly with something that they are stuck with, something that they are struggling with, some of the invisible obstacles that they are facing, and hopefully in a really powerful way that also helps other people. But I'm scared. I'm scared because there is a big, big difference between me in the privacy of my own office or home when I first started researching this stuff and learning about ADHD and understanding why I struggle with this thing, and then creating a script out of it and showing up on camera and then editing it. There's a big difference between being able to take my time and really think through this stuff and then having that conversation in real time. And if I'm trying to have conversations with someone with ADHD who's struggling with the thing in real time, all of the ADHD-related challenges that I've faced my whole life that I've found other workarounds for, like writing scripts, that won't be possible, right? Like I'm not going to script out a conversation with somebody, so I'm nervous. What if I don't explain well enough? What if I over-explain? What if somebody trusts me because I have really good content in my videos, and then what I say to them in person is just not at all helpful? I think like all the self-doubt I've ever felt about myself as someone with ADHD because of all of my struggles is just like popping up. I made a decision, and it was an important decision. Rather than expecting myself to be perfect at it right away, which I think a lot of us do, right? Like, well, I'll do it when I'm good at it. I'm going to try to see if I can get good at it by trying. I guess what I'm saying is, I need your help. It's something that's really important to me. It's something that would be really meaningful to me, because I know that there are a lot of things that people struggle with ADHD that are not what exactly the thing that I'm struggling with. And I have access to so much information and resources. Either it's already in my head, or I know researchers, I know clinicians, I know people who could help with these challenges, that I could go and get that information for them, right? So I'm going to try it. But if I'm going to try this, I need people to practice with. So if there's any ADHD related challenge that you are currently struggling with, I would like to see if I can help. So I'm going to be emailing out a form for submissions for like, hey, what's your ADHD challenge? Like, what would you like help with? What would you like to talk to me one-on-one about and get my insights on and have me provide strategies or resources or insights or talk about my personal experience with it? What's a challenge that you're struggling with? I'm going to send that out in my newsletter, but I wanted to put this on the channel, first of all, for accountability purposes. Like, I'm doing this, right? But also so you can see this journey and kind of come along on this journey with me, trying to level up, trying to learn how to do a different version of what I do and help people in a different way that I think could be really impactful. If this is something you're interested in being involved in, keep an eye out for the submission form through our newsletter if you're already signed up. If you haven't signed up for our newsletter yet, no worries, you can sign up now. I will put a link to that in the description below, as well as I think it's probably here. Yep. My producer's nodding his head. And you'll get a chance to work with me one-on-one and help me practice and help me get better at this. Help me help you. Help me help you. Oh gosh. There's definitely a part of me going, what have I done? But you know what? I know that I can help. I don't know if I'm going to do it perfectly. I don't know if I'm going to put my foot in my mouth. I don't know if I'm going to be really clumsy at it at first, probably. But I know that I can do this. What I've learned has helped me a lot. It's helped people who've read my book, and hopefully it will help you too if I get the chance to work with you one-on-one. I hope it's helpful. All right. Yeah. Newsletter. Cool. We're doing this. Bye, brains.